many people don't know how to respond to um, a notice, a legal notice. Some people ignore, some people respond to it, and some people don't know how to respond to it. What is the best way, and what should we do when someone receives a legal notice
Sure.
or summons? Yeah.
Sure. So there's obviously two different type of legal notices, and I think you just brought that
Hmm.
out, which is your typical attorney letter and
Hmm.
then the summons.
Okay.
Attorney letters are informal.
Hmm.
It's good idea to respond to them, and you can just call. They usually put a phone number or an email address on that letter.
Hmm.
Reach out to them. I wouldn't disclose anything about your case, talk about your case. Just find out what they're looking for.
Okay.
The reason I say do that is because when an attorney sends out that letter before they file in court,
Hmm.
you're able to save a lot of money if you're able to settle it then. Because once they file in court, they're going to want attorney's fees, court costs, all these extra things, which you can avoid if you try to resolve the matter beforehand. And sometimes attorneys are willing to settle it for pennies on the dollar if it's done
Hmm.
before they file in court. So it's
Understood.
a good idea to respond to that, but
Hmm.
it's not the end of the world if you don't.
Understood.
But yeah, I always say just talk to an attorney if you can hire one. If you can't hire one, at least talk to the attorney who sent the letter. Don't disclose anything about your case. That's anything you discuss with the attorney they can use against you in court. So
Hmm.
be very careful what you say at that stage.
Okay. Okay. That's
Now, to the other part of your question, which is what if you receive legal summons? Now,
summons.
that's an official document from the court. You
Hmm.
really should not ignore it
Hmm.
because if you ignore it, there could be many repercussions. Depends on what type of summons they are. If it's an
Hmm.
initial filing,
Hmm.
a pleading that's been filed in court against you,
Hmm.
there could be a default against you. A default judgment basically is the court saying, hey, the other side did not respond. So, plaintiff, we're giving you whatever you're asking for. So, if the plaintiff has a case and they say, we're suing you for $50,000 and
Okay.
you don't show up or you don't respond, they potentially could get the 50,000 plus
Oh,
attorney's fees as a judgment against you
okay.
where you may have a chance to fight it. Maybe it's
Hmm.
only the case may be only worth 5,000, but if you don't
Hmm.
show up, they can get the full amount that they're asking for.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. But good to know.
Yeah. And one thing I do want to say, whatever advice I'm giving here is technically not legal advice for any specific individual. It's general legal discussion, and each jurisdiction has their own rules. Unfortunately, in the litigation world, every jurisdiction, when I say jurisdiction, every state has their own laws, own procedures. So it can vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. You really should talk to an attorney in that jurisdiction to better assist you.
Understood. Understood. Thanks for giving the disclaimer.
Sure.
Yeah.